Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
How's it going?
Oh my gosh, I just ate a very delicious dinner.
Yeah?
I told you I was going to share the recipe with you, and I will.
Good. Mahi.
Mahi. Whoo, buddy.
I had salmon for dinner, and it was
So
very good.
it was fish night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love a fish night.
Love a fish night.
I go through okay. So Skylar normally is the cook in our house, as you know. And I am like a hyperfixation eater. Like if I find something I like, I will just eat it until I get tired of it.
Oh my gosh.
For example, I've been having the same thing for breakfast for maybe a year, honestly. And for lunch, I've been having roughly the same thing for like several months. Like if we have leftovers, I'll eat that or something, but it's pretty much the same thing. And so I was like, yeah, when I like lived on my own, I remember it was just like salmon, rice, vegetable, some frozen vegetable. And I was like, for that to be a hyperfixation meal, it's very healthy.
It is very healthy. Also,
So I can't feel bad.
I didn't realize that you were like that. Nathan's like that.
Yeah.
But like, I cook dinner, but he eats the same breakfast every day.
Yeah.
Maybe like slight variations in like the meat, but meat and eggs every day.
Wow.
And then nuts. He does the thing like similar, where got into a kick of, I think we were drinking kombucha at one point. He would have a kombucha a day, or he'd have 2 seltzer waters a day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I haven't had kombucha in a while.
My brain doesn't process the hyperfixation. Like, I want something different every time, even if it was delicious.
Yeah. It's weird because I'm not like that in other aspects of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to wear the same thing. I find fun and variety in the wardrobe. I feel that way, like, in variety of travel.
Oh God, yeah. Nathan always wants to go back to the places we went to, and I'm like, they were great, but let's do something new.
Yeah,
Let's
but
just
maybe
mix it up.
because, like, I don't find joy in cooking. It's more so like a means to an end.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Every time we talk about food, I feel like it reminds me of Rachel, who was like, I don't actually like food. I just eat because I have to.
Rachel
Lala.
Oh, really?
Oh God, am I supposed to?
I
Whatever.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're talking trash.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I always thought that was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
She's just like,
I knew someone who ate like meal replacement bars like that, like astronauts eat or something. Like not just like, oh, it's a protein bar, it's a meal replacement. No. Like this is some like 500 calorie
meal in a bar.
Yeah. Because they also were like, eating doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, eating does bring me joy.
It's my love language.
The food doesn't. But that's why I was like, oh, I found something I really like. I'm going to keep eating it, and it's going to keep making me happy until it doesn't.
Food is the way to my heart is through my stomach. So, like, I can't imagine eating just because I have to.
Yeah. I don't even like I don't enjoy eating like while I'm working, or like it takes me 6 minutes to eat the food I cooked, you know? So even in that 6 minutes, I was like, I don't want to stand at the sink. I don't want to like sit at my desk and pretend to read emails. I want to be like, I am eating my food now. I'm going to put on a podcast or like sit outside.
I like that.
And something.
Oh, man.
And basically, I think part of the like, I can't work and eat at the same time is because I can't multitask in that way. Like, I want to eat my food. I don't want to take 45 minutes to eat my food and be like, oh, I'll take a bite and respond to a Slack. I want to eat my food.
Yeah. I get that. Because I like my food when it's hot.
Right.
Like,
We've talked about this. Hot.
And so when I do eat at my desk, like if I have like to eat through a meeting or whatever it is, I hate it every time. Hate it.
I also am like the keyboard's in the way where my plate needs to be,
At
and
that point, I'm not enjoying my food.
yeah,
I'm eating because I have to.
right.
Oh God, how awful! How awful is that?
Yeah. I will read my like daily newsletters that are not work related
Mm-hmm.
during my lunchtime if I'm sitting at my desk.
So that you kind of get that still doing what you want to do.
Yeah. Um yeah,
Yeah.
deep stuff.
Yeah, food. So I feel great. Share that recipe with the world. Although it's not my recipe, but whatever. Um, I feel like we were just together
We
because
were.
we were.
We've spent a lot of time together recently.
I'm not complaining
Yeah,
because then I'm gonna have a week off.
of me.
Not of
Yeah.
you, but like of work. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay, let's recap a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So, after last week's episode with Kai, we went to a baby shower for our
Sprinkle.
friend. Oh, Sprinkle, sorry. She's been showered. She just needs a slight pitter patter. Um,
It's
and
a pizza. It's a pizza.
um, but that was fun.
Yeah. No, I thought it was nice. It was a good time
And
out in Powhatan.
yeah, it normally, well, it ended up being a much smaller group because half of her family is sick. And I actually feel like, I don't know, it just felt like intimate and chill and
I was happier with
enjoyable.
the fewer people because it that helped me and my anxiety. So thanks for that. Thanks for all those people that got sick and didn't come. I do just I we talked about this I literally said this is the most miserable part. We just watch someone open gifts of things that are on their registry. Oh,
But they
this is great.
weren't on the
So that's
registry.
new. That's different. In this scenario, there were things that weren't on the registry, which also like, do we like that? Do we like when things are on the registry? Like, what's the point of making a registry if you don't get me what's on my registry?
I think it depends. As someone who has never created a baby registry,
Yeah, but what I mean, wedding registry.
and no, but like a baby registry is different because it's like, yeah, you need things like burp cloths and car seats and like very like nipple creams and things. But you also need clothes, and that's like cute and fun.
Yeah, but the clothes are on the registry too sometimes, right?
Yeah, but also I feel like that's something that like people can be like, "Oh, I just saw this and it's cute and get you," and I'm not going to be upset by that.
Okay,
But like
that's
for a
true.
wedding registry, you're not going to be like, "I've decided that you need this microwave." Even though that's how we got our Instant Pot. That wasn't on the registry, and my boss
Happy
at the
about it.
time was like, "This
You
is
need this.
yeah." And she was right.
I know better
It's
than
a big
you.
part of our life.
Yeah. That is probably yeah, genius there. I get the clothes thing. I also think that
Like customized things, like if you're gonna make them a baby blanket, or
oh, I like that. That
you
there
can
was a
get more
blanket.
cute and creative, I think, with like baby shower gifts.
Okay.
Now, I think
I'm for that.
if you're gonna get me like 20 things and overwhelm me with stuff, I think it would be nice if one of those things was something I had on the registry. But um I also realized it's shitty to be like, you can get me a gift, but only if it's on the registry. But also then
Yeah.
it's like, well, no, I don't know. It's
I and I don't think I'm like you have to stick to the registry because I will say I went to a baby shower one time and when it's your first baby, you may not know what you
yeah.
need.
And some people are like,
I've been
this
through this.
was
Saved my life.
clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that. And I remember like I feel like I remember that at one of them. It's just like I know it wasn't on your registry, but like you are gonna want this. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, they
And
know better.
yeah, with weddings, you're not like this spatula.
Save the marriage. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I get that. I still just hate the opening in front of people.
Yeah. Okay. Two things. Now I forget the first thing. So,
One thing.
thing. We were sitting next to each other and you leaned over to me like multiple times. You were like, I hate this part. I hate it. And you then you mentioned like your social anxiety. And I'm very curious what is like happening to you in that moment.
It's a good question. I don't know. I think there's a lot of I think it's a flood of feelings of uncomfortableness because I don't know what to do. I don't like it's also like annoying because I hate when everyone's like, "Aw."
Okay.
Like that, all
Also
that.
sound like you're having a weird sexual experience.
Well, it's these just everyone's thinks everything's the cutest thing they've ever seen in their life, and it's the same thing over and over again. And I don't feel that way, so I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh, Jesus.
That's okay. You know, you can just sit while other people enjoy stuff. It doesn't have to be,
I
I
feel like
guess
I got to be a part of something.
it's okay for you to feel uncomfortable, of course. But
Yeah,
I guess
that's
I'm just
weird.
wondering, I'm like, in that moment, nothing is being asked of you except to
Yeah.
sit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I can only imagine I would be more anxious if I was in the hot seat, the one pregnant opening
Yeah.
up gifts because everyone's staring at you. In this scenario, no one's even looking at me. I just don't know what to do.
I remember,
That's weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know why I have that feeling.
I don't think it's weird. I'm sure a lot of
It's
people
weird.
feel that way. I do not, so it's hard to relate because in that moment, I'm like, if I felt weird, I'd be like, great, I'm glad the attention's not on me and I can just sit here.
Yeah. Just
But
sit.
like, and if you really hate that attention, then you wouldn't do that for yourself. I know I went to a friend's baby shower and she said to me, she was like, we're going to open gifts because it's important to whoever parent, grandparent, whatever. But I think it's kind of weird when people are just silent. So can you please like continue having conversation while I'm opening gifts?
I like
Um,
that.
and that's because I was like whispering to you during it because
Yeah,
you
because
feel
it
like
is
we're
weird.
now that is another thing because it's so much smaller. Then it does make like conversation while it's happening a little more awkward because it just seems like more obvious.
Yeah.
But I've also been to showers where there've been like so many people and the mom to be is just like starts opening gifts and people can like go be in that area and watch if they want or if they
I
see
like
like
that.
wait till if they want to see their gift being opened. So it kind of like pleases
We talked about this,
all
and I
parties.
liked the sound of it. You mentioned someone, I think you said someone did this. They were like, or maybe we were like, this is what we could do. If you want your gift opened, put it in this corner. If you don't care, put it in this corner.
Ooh, that is a good
Yeah.
idea.
I thought we talked about that this
I
weekend.
mentioned that I'd also been to a shower where I knew they weren't going to open gifts, but I had gotten them these like custom stuffed animals to
So you
match their
asked them to open it.
dogs. So I asked them to open it because
That's
I wanted to
perfect.
see. Um,
But
and
see,
I think
that's
that's totally fine.
I like that. But I like the idea of there being like, yeah, I just got you a bunch of diapers and wipes. I'm gonna put that over here. You don't need to open it.
Yeah,
And honestly, if there's a group of people that have stuff that don't care to open it, go off and do something else.
yeah,
And only the people that want to watch come over here and watch.
right.
Yeah. I'm like trying to dig into why I get so uncomfortable. Part of it too, like I'm paying attention to the gifts and she can't reach them. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh my God. The kid's got to move over there and get the gifts closer to her cuz she keeps reaching and she can't cuz the
Yeah,
belly is big." And it's just like, "Oh, Jesus. Oh man, she can't even get the pictures because the gifts, when you put them up and close to her, the gifts were in the way. And so then she couldn't even get good pictures. These are the things that are going through my head while we sat there
yeah.
and watched her open gifts.
That's so interesting. I wonder, like, I have those moments, not
Mm-hmm.
in these situations, but feeling like, oh, everything I need to like be aware of to like make it better for everyone else and fix the problem.
Yeah.
And I guess in those moments, I mean, I've worked hard over the years to not be that way.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, yeah, it's not important. And friend is a capable adult and she
Yeah.
will say, hey, can you get this? Or hey, can you do this for me? And I will.
Totally.
Um,
How long did it take me to find a seat? Like literally, I panicked because it's like, well,
okay.
no, this seat's better for the
At
mom to
first,
be closer to her, and I got to move over. Oh no, but then she needs to not be in the. I'll deal with the sun in my eye. I didn't know what to do.
yeah. Were you in that moment like actually panicking? Because to me, it just felt like it was just comical watching you like bounce around. And that's all I thought it was. I was like, oh, this is funny. Jen's just trying to be polite. But like in the moment, are you having like
Yeah.
a minor like anxiety attack.
I didn't it wasn't that bad, but it was definitely a moment where I was just like, "I don't what am I fucking doing?" Like, "Oh my god, no, you have to sit here, and this isn't right. No, you should probably she's gonna wanna be close. Oh, crap." I didn't know what to do. That is that was me.
Now, I'm gonna also say that I have been to showers where I don't really know most of the people except the one giving birth. And in those instances, I actually like when it's like, hey, we're going to sit down and open gifts because I don't know what else to do. Like everyone else is in their
Um,
little groups, and if I don't feel like mingling with them or doing small talk or whatever, I'm like, cool. I am engaged and nothing is required of
I
me.
don't have to be social with people I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. But I just wouldn't go to that baby shower.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done that.
yeah, that's fine
I
too.
can't. I was like, "Nope." Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't want you to feel super uncomfortable.
Yeah, I really just want the gift.
Right. I guess. But oh, that was point one that I was
Oh,
gonna
back to
make.
point 1.
Some people are like, what's the point of a sprinkle? You already have what you need and whatever. And I'm like, one,
Diapers.
people giving you a bunch of like diapers and wipes and honestly, cute fresh baby clothes is fun. They're adorable. And it's nice, I think, to just like have a reason to celebrate. Like you are
Oh,
birthing a child and you have been growing them for like 7 to 9 months, depending on when
magic.
the shower is. And to be like, hey, we're celebrating you.
I like that.
What you're doing is hard.
But see, I like the latter part of that as a celebration. It's like in my mind, not that I think I'll ever get there. Let's see if we can have one, much less two. But if there was a second one around, I feel like I'd be like, yeah, let's bring a box of diapers and let's all hang out and have fun.
Yeah,
It'd be more of a social, like, just, oh, hey, bring a box of diapers. It's like your entry fee for some of those parties that are like,
sure.
bring a canned food
Yeah.
item. And then, yeah, I feel like that's all it would be. That would be, but I get what you're saying. And I know my mom would not let me do what I want to do.
Moms, not the moms having children, but the
It's about
moms
to be
whose
grandbabies.
children are having children.
Yeah.
It's like a big event for them.
Or grandmother, not grandbaby. Yeah, it's her grandbabies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I can see, like, if I was the one having the baby, my mom would be like, I want to see you open every bottle.
Some things just sound miserable to me right there. Miserable. Like I just feel like I'm gonna be just putting on a face, suffering through it.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, but sometimes you do it for the people you love.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it
But
works.
I'm worried about how uncomfortable you were watching someone else do it.
Yeah. Can you
And
imagine
so
me?
during this, citizens, I asked Jen, I was like, well, during your bachelorette,
Oh yeah.
we all gave you like various undergarments. And I said, like, did you feel uncomfortable because everyone was looking at you while you were doing that? And you said, oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
And then you tried to like just make it fun. And so you just started putting everything on.
Yes. Like
So,
I tried to, like, by making it made it more awkward, less awkward for me if I made everyone else uncomfortable.
yeah,
Not
it
necessarily
didn't
the
make me
case.
uncomfortable. I thought it was fun.
It was cute. But yeah, that was like I think that was Brittany's idea in general anyways, to do like that gift thing, because that was not part of what I would have done. But it was I wound up actually having fun in the end of it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Because yeah, I was uncomfortable at first. I didn't know what to do. I just never know if my reaction to the reaction people want. That always makes me uncomfortable too. And so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put all this shit on. I'm gonna just keep adding the lingerie as I get it on top of the other pieces of lingerie. And I just basically, like the bows, you
Yeah.
mentioned it. That's what I did. And it was great.
Yeah.
It wound up being very funny.
It was fun. And if
It helps that I'm very comfortable with myself naked too.
yeah, which is so weird that you're like, I can't handle sitting and watching someone open gifts, but I'll get naked.
I'll get naked in front of a group of people apparently. Yeah, yeah, that is weird.
You know what is weird? Bridal showers.
What's a bridal shower?
So it's essentially just another time where you give gifts. And it's like, I'm sure you've been to them. So like, um, and like I had one, but it was combined like with the weekend of my bachelorette, and people give gifts, and it's usually stuff, I guess, that's off your registry. But then I'm like, why do those exist when people give you a gift for the wedding?
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't actually know if I've been to a bridal. Have I been to a bridal shower?
I would assume so. I feel like they are like most people have a bridal shower.
I
And I
am
remember you didn't
confident.
want one.
I am confident. I know I didn't have one. I'm also confident that if I got a gift for a bridal shower, you sure as shit didn't get another gift.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like, is there like, should they be different? I don't really know. Like, one of my friends gave me a dress because she was like, I don't know what you get for a bridal shower, but I thought you looked cute in this dress. And I liked that.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I like am befuddled by
Yeah.
the bridal shower. I know that is that the same thing or is it people did like a stock the bar party?
Yeah.
So
That can be something
I've done
like
that
that.
before where it was like you bring a bottle and they're going to serve that at the wedding.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you stock the bar for the wedding. I've done that. I didn't mind that
Yeah.
cuz I mean, it prevents you from having a dry wedding. And so if I have to bring a bottle so that I can get drunk at your wedding, I'll do that.
I'll make the sacrifice.
I will suffer through it.
Um,
I like now want to know what like I don't actually think I've been to a bridal shower.
okay.
I need to do some research. I got to think about some of the
I
weddings
mean,
I've been
a
in.
bridal shower is just, it's not a bachelorette, it's not the wedding, and it's just
Who gets invited?
ladies.
The same people you're inviting to the wedding or like
I think,
people that you would invite to your bachelorette?
I guess
Like
that,
your
or
closest gal pals?
yeah, and like family members.
Huh.
Now, okay, I'm gonna.
Damn.
What is the
This is funny.
purpose of a
What
bridal
is your
shower?
purpose? We don't understand you.
Well,
Oh,
a
Google.
bridal shower is a pre wedding celebration held in honor of the bride to be. The purpose to shower the bride with good wishes, congratulations, and gifts.
Fascinating. So it is just for the bride.
Yeah.
Because like an engagement party's for the couple, right?
Yeah.
Still don't understand how many parties do you have to fucking have?
Okay. The main purpose is to provide the bride to be with emotional support from her close friends and relatives.
Well, now
So,
I know why I didn't have one.
yeah, because you don't have close friends or relatives.
Or emotions.
I know. That's why you should have had one because they are supposed to provide you
With the
with
emotional support.
the emotional support. And you're like, well, supporting what? And
What
you did have
emotions?
emotions when the day of your wedding, you were freaking out. Not to get married to Nathan, I don't think, but the like everyone eyes on you, like walking
Yeah.
down the aisle.
Yeah. That's more of it's yeah.
I remember in that moment being like, Jen, you'll be fine. Just whatever, take a breath. And then I was like, oh, Jen does struggle with social anxiety. Let's do, and I was like, I am being a shitty friend, just blowing it off. I was like, let's do some box breathing together.
Yeah. I feel like too that it helps both ways because it's like no, you're making it too big of a deal. Stop thinking about it too much. Yeah. No, it was I don't know. I'm weird about that.
Well, I think it impacts a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
have social anxiety.
And it's different across the board. Wow.
What do you mean?
Like people experience it differently for different
Oh,
reasons, for
yeah.
different things. Um,
It's also so weird because while I have anxiety about certain things, when someone else, a friend of mine was like, "Oh, can you like really empathize with people who like have anxiety in this way?" And I'm like, "You know what? No. Um, I can empathize in that like I have like felt that feeling and can understand that. But then if it's like a situation that would never make me feel nervous for any reason, I'm like, I don't understand.
yeah.
And I think that's such like an important thing to remember. Like, I don't know, I recently finished listening to this audiobook and it was a memoir of this comedian and now I wish I could remember the title, but um she struggles from like severe mental health issues, and like listening to her like talk about what's going on in her brain and how she handles situations, I was like, this is fascinating. Because like if I just saw you on the street, like you don't know what's going on in someone's lives, and just like
No.
understanding like someone's daily struggle, like people who have like severe social anxiety and like leaving the house can be extremely painful.
Mm.
And I'm like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
But and it's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally, because I feel like it's okay though for you to pass, like, I feel like, what am I trying to say? As an example of this, it doesn't make sense. Like, as someone who has anxiety when I go out in public, I don't understand people that like struggle to perform like a sporting event in
Mm,
public. Because in my mind,
yeah.
that's like, it's easy.
Right.
That's the
And
easiest
isn't
thing
it
to
weird
do.
where you're like, no, I have like sometimes debilitating social anxiety, but
Yeah.
no, I can't understand why you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
so
crazy. In
weird.
my brain, I'm like, what? No,
Yeah.
that's not
Only
something.
thing is hard.
Yeah. And yeah, it is definitely hard to, yeah, because I say this too. My brother frustrates the fuck out of me because I feel like, and again, in this scenario, his feelings are very valid. I just cannot accept them. I feel like he's using anxiety as like a crutch to get away with doing shit or to get away with like not doing shit.
Mm.
Like it's a scenario where I feel like he blames his anxiety on like, "Ah, I gotta I can't do it. I gotta leave right now. We just finished Thanksgiving dinner. I gotta pack up the car and get the fuck out of here because I'm anxious about work tomorrow."
Like, or do you just not want to help?
See, and that is where my brain goes. My brain goes to like, "Up, no, he's done. Like he wants to use his anxiety as a crutch or an excuse to be able to do certain things that benefit him." I know that's not the case. That is just in my brain. I'm like, I can't get past that.
But also, two things can be true.
Mhm.
So it's also like it's an hard concept of like empathizing with someone's situation and also being like, but you can't just use that as an excuse to never do XYZ.
Anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're like, "Oh, well, I can't do this because I have ADD."
Mhm.
It's like, okay, it may be harder for you to do this, but it's not a pass for you to like not
Oh,
help out in this way.
yes.
And I
Completely
can
agree.
like
I know it's
but then it's hard because it's
yeah.
like also I don't suffer from ADD. So I actually don't know like how hard something must be.
Yeah, no
Like
idea.
I have a friend who has ADD, and like being able to like keep a space not just constantly cluttered is an impossible feat. And I'm like, I don't understand why you don't can't just put it away.
Mhm.
Or like being on time. I can't understand why people can't just leave 10 minutes earlier.
Be on time.
And that's, I think, like an amazing superpower would be to be able to just like switch into someone's brain for like an hour and to
Mhm.
fully understand like what is happening.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, I can understand and empathize, but it also is so hard sometimes to understand. You're like, I don't understand why
Yeah.
leaving 10 minutes earlier is
It's so
like
hard.
wild, but just like your mind works differently.
Yeah. That shit's crazy to me. I do I think I have less patience too for my brother because he uses it as an excuse but doesn't do anything about it to try to fix it. And I feel like we're in a place now where it's okay to get help and it's more acceptable to talk to someone about your feelings or talk to someone about your issues.
Yeah.
Go like it's like that's you can't say that oh you don't like I say that maybe you just aren't comfortable and that's like holding you back too to be able to do that, but at this I'm just like no, I can't allow you to make excuses if you're not willing to try to solve the problem.
Yeah.
At least that's what I struggle with him specifically. And I say that as someone who has social anxiety. I went and got help.
Yeah.
Like, I went and talked to someone at the time. Saw the wrong person the first time, and they just gave me a prescription of lorazepam and then a prescription of Xanax, and I hated the way I felt on those medications. So then I luckily found someone else who it wasn't medication to solve it. It was more of a communication thing and how to make yourself more comfortable. And then I went on a tear of just I would just drink alcohol to get comfortable, and that was great.
Uh,
And some of the stuff I think I just like I don't let it stop me,
yeah.
but sometimes like in my head, I turn to the person I'm most comfortable to and I just have a conversation about this is fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I'm here and I'm doing it and I'm happy at the end of it. Like I got home and I thought it was a great
Yeah.
time. But yeah, that's just a whole thing. But every scenario is different.
Yeah. It's hard being human.
It is. Man, we got a lot of drugs out there though.
Yeah, we do.
Help get you through it. Got a lot of drugs.
I was like, where is she going with this? Like, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
It is a
now you're
problem.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, anyways, Katie, we had fun at your shower,
I did have a
your
great
swimming
time.
pool.
I hadn't seen her family in so long too. I was surprised they remembered me.
Yeah, well, I'd only probably met her mom and dad once at her
Mhm.
30th birthday, and I recognized them. I don't know why. Oh, I guess I've also seen like pictures Katie posts a lot, so I
Yeah.
like knew who they were. It makes sense that they would not know who I am, but
That's what I
um,
expected, but
yeah. I also have such a bad memory because several people were like, "Oh yeah, I think I met you like 5 years ago at the wine festival," and I'm like, "Was I that drunk at the wine festival?" But I also just am not good with that kind of stuff. I was like, if I met you once 5 years ago, good luck. I
that's true. I don't know, for some reason I'm going to say this. This is going to sound even crazier. I almost feel like I'm more comfortable with like people's parents and older people.
wait.
It's
Then older people?
no, and older like any
Oh,
like
okay.
parents and older people.
Is it because you feel like you don't have to make an impression, or they're not like judging you based on friendship compatibility? They're just like, here's a young girl.
Yeah, it probably has a ton to do with it. It's probably like I don't
Which
know.
then is also weird because then you're like, I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah, that's how I've gotten better over time. Because initially it was going out and it was just like shit, everyone's judging everything, and
Yeah.
I felt uncomfortable, like I couldn't like measure up. Now it's like I don't necessarily care, but I also clearly apparently do still care sometimes inside if I'm gonna
I
stress out.
never care except when I do.
Except all the time, every time. Yeah, I don't know. It's different. I think it's more of a comfort rather than a scenario where I feel like I have to perform to make friends or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's more of just like, nah, my couch
Yeah.
and my puzzle table.
Yeah.
All
Good
the
luck,
fun
Cody,
things.
ever getting her to come to your game night
Oh my
then,
gosh.
based on this.
No, it's happening. I don't know if I'll get another invite,
Right. Yeah. You missed
but
your chance.
yeah. I mean, no, we're gonna figure it out. My favorite thing about what so Cody and I are both going on family vacay next week,
Whoa.
but not together. But we have tried to insinuate that it's a family vacation together
Nice.
because the our company's doing a gathering, so everyone's coming on site. And so we were like,
Oh, they're doing it the week that you're gone?
yeah,
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Or fortunate. I don't
yeah,
know.
right? A little bit of both. Like I always have FOMO no matter what, like missing out. Really, you love that. Love I say that. I don't that seems weird for someone who whatever. But yeah, multiple times people have been
We are
like,
complex.
yeah,
You
right. It's so crazy. But we have multiple times people have been like, "Oh yeah, so next week when are you guys getting in?" And we'll be on a call together, and I'll be like, "Oh, actually, we have family vacation, so we're not coming." And like it is said like that, and it's just like every time I feel like someone goes, "But like different families, right?"
right. Who's to say?
And I
We're
was
all
like,
family here.
"Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?" Oh, it makes me happy. Yeah.
Where is he going?
Oh shit. He told me.
Someplace tropical.
Well, I keep thinking about his vacation to Tulum. But that's not this family vacation, I don't think. This family vacation, I think, is somewhere in Mexico. Wait, Tulum's in Mexico, right?
Yeah, this isn't really important. I don't need to
It's
know.
not. I mean,
I was just, travel exciting.
travel is exciting, and I'm pumped.
Yeah?
packed my suitcase.
You pack so early.
Oh my gosh, I did it this weekend because I have to make sure I have everything I need. And we talked about this. When you pack, you have to try everything on. So I tried everything on. It all fits. And I put it away. I don't want to leave it out because then I'll wear it and then I have to wash it
But like you packed a week in
a
advance.
week in advance. Yeah.
I yeah,
That's why I'm wearing
I
white
can't do that.
because all
You
my stuff is
packed all your
packed. No, I'm
black
kidding.
for your tropical vacation.
Well, I mean, yeah. I packed all my clothes, which are black.
Right. Okay,
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
I have like literally my suitcase is filled with black, white, and neutral, like creams and tans, mostly
That's
blacks.
yeah,
It just I look good. I feel like I look good in black.
good. I'm glad.
I'm pumped. I'm getting my toes and nails done on Friday,
What?
spray tan on Saturday. Super Bowl is Sunday, and I have to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day. So I'm glad that it is an earlier game this year
Yeah.
or this time. Yeah.
What time does it start?
Mm,
I'm supposed to go
not
to a Super
8:30.
Bowl party, and
What?
yeah,
I feel like it starts at like 7-ish.
that's too late for
No,
me,
I'm wrong.
honestly. I thought you were gonna say like 3 p.m., and I was like, excellent.
Well, sometimes when they do it, they start at like 9:30
Ugh.
or 8:30 or whatever it is, and that's late.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be having that.
And I'm pretty sure it's earlier than that. I also realize this is the first year that I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't have a preference on who wins. Like it's just a kind of like
Yeah, I don't ever care. But I like to be invited to things, and I know there'll be good snacks. And the guy who's hosting it is Skylar's hairdresser, and he loves Taylor Swift, which is
it's the
why he's
same.
having yeah. So 2 years ago, also when the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, have they been the last three though? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess we couldn't go last year, but the year before he had it, and he had like a shrine up to Taylor Swift, and it was
Damn.
really fun. He's like, "Well, we have to support our
Have they been
girl's boyfriend."
together like that long?
I guess so.
That's insane.
Yeah, because it also seems like they just started dating.
Yeah. Yeah. When I mentioned this to Nathan that I just didn't care, he was like, "So you didn't care 2 years ago because it was the same two teams, or 3 years ago, whatever, however long it's been." And I was just like, "No, back then I was like still gung ho, like I liked the Chiefs, and it's not that I don't like the Chiefs, not that I like whatever. I was gonna never gonna root for the Eagles. Sorry, it's just same division. You can't root for your rivals." Um, and so I liked the Chiefs back then. I liked Patrick Mahomes, but now I'm starting to like dislike them because of all the bullshit.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. And I know Roger Goodell apparently came out and was just like, it's absurd to think that we are, rigging things. And it's just like, is it? Because if you look at the plays and the calls, it is not consistent and it's absurd.
Amen.
So that's why I can't. I mean, I'm just. I hope it's not a blowout. And honestly, Saquads, I kind of do like him
Oh, okay.
because I like quads. I love legs on a man.
Okay.
Oh, Saquon Barkley, Saquads.
Okay. That's why I was like, wait, that's someone's name is say quads. And then you said something else. And I was like, no, she just likes someone's, it's a play on his name with
His
his
quads because
quads.
he's got big old tree
Okay,
trunks.
wait. So who is it? It's the Chiefs and
Eagles.
the Eagles. Okay. And they were in it 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, 3 years ago, the Eagles won.
Right. Because it was the brothers.
Right? I think that's right. That was it's the Eagles won, not right. Shit.
I don't
Mm.
know.
See, I'm not
I
good
don't
with
care enough.
history, sports history.
You
Apparently, I
should
suck
be.
at. I just can't remember, and I don't keep that information in my brain.
Okay. Well, it's good for when we ever do trivia again.
Yeah, that's true. Are we ever gonna do trivia again?
We will.
Okay,
I've decided.
I like that.
This is our last February episode. So we'll have to think of some new fun decor
Oh,
for March and we can talk about March Madness. If anyone has any March topics they'd like to send our
I
way.
love that. You just reminded me that technically this episode's gonna not gonna come out until like the Super Bowl is gonna be way over.
Yes.
All right, I'm predicting it now, right? Because it's beforehand.
Okay.
Let's go with. I think the Eagles are gonna win it. It's gonna be 28 to Mm, 24.
Okay. If you are right, what do you get?
Um, $500 million.
Okay, well, I can't commit to that. So
No,
I'm
if I'm right, I just will get to bask in that glory.
in being right. I thought you were just going to pick a team to win, but you got down to the point.
Yeah, no, you got to.
Oh.
We'll do the same thing for March, right? When you do your bracket and you fill it out.
Okay, well, then I'm going to pick the Chiefs because you picked the Eagles.
All right, what's the score?
I can't do that.
No.
I mean, I know how football scoring works, but I don't care enough or know enough to make any sort of even slightly educated guess, except knowing a points are possible. Like I know I'm not going to say 109. Um, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I never am confident with the score, but it'll be good.
it'd be weird if you were confident about the score.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I forget. Because I hate the Eagles. I don't hate the Eagles. It's just like if you're a Commanders fan, you don't like the Eagles, you don't like the Giants, you don't like the Cowboys.
Okay, noted.
That's just the way it works. Yeah, that's all I got. But I
Okay.
do like watching really good athletes, and that is what we'll have on
Yeah,
Sunday.
and I like really good snacks, and that's what I'll have on Sunday.
Everyone has their thing.
Everyone gets what they want.
I'm gonna eat a lot of wings.
Well, thank y'all so much for listening. Thanks for being with us during this season of love. And
Oh, I forgot.
yeah, and we're excited to ring in March with you.
Hell yeah. The best month of the year. My favorite holiday.
Ta ta, citizens.
Do it again.
Ta ta, citizens.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, you need a custom sign off now.
Do I? I feel like my sign off is just you.